Hi.
Hey.
What are you doing? Sweating?
I'm digging a hole. Digging a hole. I'm actually getting ready to move a blueberry bush.
Ah.
Come on.
Let's tell them why.
1, 2, 3, shaping this destiny.
Well, because we decided to move this
Voila!
gazebo back here because we're gonna have a big deck built, and we're gonna put a new gazebo on the end of that deck. And so to use this, we decided to do it kind of like for our gardening stuff.
Nice.
So we're gonna put some lattice up or something here so that the raspberries here can climb up the side of that, and then we're gonna use it because you can control the shade on this thing.
Yeah, it's got a shade topper.
Yeah, you can control the shade amount, and so we're gonna put some of the other things under here. And don't tell Craig, I might box part of it in for my tomatoes because Mr. Squirrel that lives in the big tree there has taken every single tomato that I've grown this year.
Mm-hmm. He's fat.
He is. I saw him coming down the tree this morning through the window. That squirrel's this big around.
The squirrel actually waddled down the tree.
He did. He waddled down the tree. I've never seen anything like it. So, I'm like, oh my god. He takes every tomato. So I'm gonna have.
He also steals my Pepsid.
Okay, let's move a blueberry bush.
So we have 2 blueberry bushes, but this one didn't make it.
That one didn't do. It still has some green leaves.
We might try it.
I'm cautiously optimistic.
So we're going to try to move this one and hope it survives. If not, we'll replant it.
Yeah.
We're just making the change because this is such a good space for his garden. So.
I learned a lot gardening this year. I mean, it's the first year that I've done my own garden. Whenever I was a little bitty kid, there were gardens that I was around, but I wasn't interested. You know, there were a lot more interesting things to do whenever you're a kid than garden. But I've really enjoyed it this year, and I've learned a lot. And Craig and I already talk a lot about next year we're going to do this, and we're going to do this something else instead, and maybe expand here. And so it's kind of been this was our introduction to gardening year, and learned to make a lot of mistakes and figure out what can we do.
So we had to move these everlastings, is what I call them. I don't know what they are. That's our dog. That's Crypto. And if you haven't joined us before, KJ, tell them about who we are.
Oh my gosh. We're 2 guys in the prime of life. And we're just trying to live a truly remarkable life. You know, I mean, every day is different, and you know, you don't have to. I don't even know how to explain it. I mean,
you don't have to be perfect. It's a truly remarkable life is what we do.
Yeah, it's finding the joy trying to find the joy in the everyday.
Yeah.
And I'll admit, I am not always the best person at it. I do have a full-time job outside of the house, and you know, that causes me a lot of stress, and I get grumpy.
But gardening helps.
Gardening does help. So it's not always about being perfect, but it's about the journey, and it's about trying to figure it out so that we can be happy. Okay.
There we go. Well, let's hope we don't kill it. If we do, we'll plant more.
You're all in there now. You gotta make it, little guy. We've been through a lot together, so soak up the water and the sun. And what are you doing? Are you getting me talking to my bush?
Talking to your bush. Even Crypto's frustrated by that. We gave him a couple of earthworms. He has friends.
He does. He's got some nice big fat earthworms.
He does.
So that'll hopefully help. But now we're going to try to do the one that wasn't doing so well.
Yeah. Maybe we'll put some fertilizer in the ground or something when we replant it.
Oh, I tried.
Yeah, I just think that one was a dud.
I think it was just a dud.
Okay. Well, here, I'll show them the garden and how we're doing so far.
Okay.
So right now we've got sunflowers. This is kind of haphazard because some things worked, some things didn't. You see the corn in the far right is lower. than this, so we realized that the sun, we need more sun over there.
No, that's because these two plants are older than the other
Oh,
ones. These two started indoors, and they were out of all the ones that I started indoors, those were the only two that made it. The bunnies, the baby bunnies, ate
that's
the rest
right.
of them.
We fed the baby bunnies, but look, we have corn or Muppet hair.
So then I just dropped some seeds in the ground over there,
Yeah.
and those started later.
Well, cool. Okay, so then we have squash, and we have watermelon, and we have zucchini, and then our squash plant over here died. We think it got baked by the sun, so we're probably going to use this for corn next year because corn seems to do really well. So here are our peppers. We've got green, red, banana, jalapeno, poblano, and then we've got tomatoes here. The green tomatoes are starting to pop out, but I mean, it's August, and our first crop of them got eaten by a friendly little thing that lives up there. The fattest squirrel with indigestion that you've ever seen. And here's where the deck's going to be. It's going to come off the back here, come around the house. This was our makeshift deck. We had the gazebo over it, and we've moved the gazebo because the deck hopefully will be started this month. Just waiting on a contractor. So we're turning this into a garden center back here. And we're going to have a fire pit. Well, we have a fire pit, but I'm building a gravel pad type thing around it. Kind of making this a nice place to hang out so that we can have friends and family come over and have space, all summer. So KJ's still digging. It's a beautiful day, a little warm, but we're surviving. So we'll show you the results. Okay, so we're moving the blocks that we had temporary along here. We've moved all the stuff out from the side of the shed and moving plants, and guess what? Here's where we're at right now. Look at that. It's a lot of work, but we're just temporarily putting a couple of rows of these blocks over here. Until we see if it's going to work out.
Oh, I really like
I really like it, but I want to make sure it's going to work.
Yeah, I really like the way it
Yeah, I do too. Plus it gives shade. It gives a filtered light, which is perfect.
Yeah, it is.
So we'll show you how it keeps going along the way. Right now, we're taking a little break, and we are making fajitas healthy style. On the grill, got a little bit of chicken, mostly veggies,
Yay!
and a couple of corns of cob or cobs of corn, and we're gonna put those in like a lettuce wrap or maybe some tortilla shells, and then we're good.
Lettuce wraps.
Yum.
Okay, well, so we're done, sort of.
Well, stopping point.
We're at a good stopping point, yes. And you can see the arbor with all of our vegetables out there.
Here we go.
Yay!
We got to clean the yard up. Don't judge us. There you go.
Yeah.
And we'll give you a close-up.
So part of what we're hoping is we took our tomatoes. We're trying to rescue our tomatoes from Senior Squirrel. And so we put them out there with the peppers. And we're hoping that not having the tomato buffet at the foot of his home will keep his lazy squirrel butt from eating the tomatoes. I'm hoping he's gotten big and fat and won't walk all the way out there to try to get them.
I mean, they put a Trader Joe's in under his apartment. What do you want? He's going to go there.
I know, it's ridiculous.
We didn't think that through. But we've come up with a better solution, so we'll give you a close-up. That's what makes those noises.
That little thing right there on the back.
Right there, little booger.